Welcome back for another episode of the Real Cinema Show. My name is Rob,
I'm Devin.
and on the show we talk about real cinema,
Yes.
movies that we just saw and movies that are coming out, as well as movie trailers that came out for the week. Devin, we have a lot to get into.
Yes.
So I think we should just dive right in.
Mm-hmm.
We both saw a movie,
Yes.
if we can call it that.
A sequel of movies. Yes.
Yeah. And what was that movie?
It was Joker Folie. How do you say
No,
it?
it's Folie à deux.
Folie à deux.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently, the French
Which translates to what again?
Which translates to the madness of one.
The Madness of Two, you mean, right?
Yes.
I
I don't know.
was like,
I knew something sounded off.
The Madness
But
of Two. Yes.
before we get into that, I
Yeah.
do want to show that, hey, we got a new sign.
Yeah.
We're legit now. So,
We've upgraded.
yeah, we're moving on up in the world. It is kind of shaking, though, which I don't know why. It's kind of doing like this. Anyways. So, yeah, Joker 2. What did you think?
It's a musical. It's the 5-year sequel to a $1 billion Academy Award winning film that won for Best Actor and was it a score as well? It won for I think one other thing, I believe.
I don't know. I know for sure that it won for Joaquin Phoenix as Best Actor.
Yeah. I thought from the very start I liked how it started. I thought it was engaging. I was like, oh, okay, he's in prison. All right, let's see how this develops. And then there was interesting chemistry and good chemistry I thought in there between him, Joaquin Phoenix, and Brendan Gleeson.
Yeah.
The security guard. He had a bigger role than I expected in this movie.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm going to cut in. So same thing with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, midway through,
Mm-hmm.
I look over to my girlfriend and I'm like, I'm not hating this.
Yeah.
And we
Mm-hmm.
both saw the reviews on this.
Yeah.
How this movie is trash and all this sort of thing. And
Yes.
I'm like, so far, midway through, maybe a 1/3 of the way through, I'm like, yeah, this is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
But continue on.
Yes. So obviously it's got its musical elements in this one, and the very opening scene is just completely wacky. It's almost like you're feeling like, am I in the wrong movie right now? Wrong movie theater? Because I remember hearing about it. Because it's just so unhinged or unexpected, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, and I think we can kind of get into it, right?
Yeah, it's
not.
opening
I wouldn't
scene.
consider
No.
that a spoiler. So yeah, the Joker 2 is a Warner Brothers movie,
Yes.
right? So they start off the movie with an old Warner Brothers style cartoon,
Like a Looney Tunes inspired, I believe it was.
yeah, Looney Tunes inspired cartoon. I guess kind of preparing us for what we are about to see.
I think that's a fair way to put it. Yeah.
Because what the movie asks is, who is Arthur Fleck?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is he a man with a mental illness? Is he the Joker? Right?
Yeah, just a deranged psycho.
Deranged psycho. And in that little Looney Tunes style short, established like, okay, so there's Arthur Fleck and he's hiding from his shadow,
Yeah.
this other side of him,
Mm-hmm.
which I thought was, I love originality,
Yeah.
and I was for that.
Yeah, I thought the first real musical scene in the movie, I thought, okay, that kind of worked well.
Yeah.
Unexpected, but it worked well. But they're all dream sequences, I believe.
Wait,
Or
what is?
all the musical elements in this movie, right? Most of them are
Yeah.
dream sequences,
Yeah.
if not all.
Yeah.
And I just didn't feel like they added or did anything too special. I mean, they just explored Joker and Harley's mental illness, I guess. But there were other ways you could have done that could have been more interesting, that like could have actually happened instead of just being dream sequences. I didn't feel like added too much to it.
Yeah, I see what you mean. And I thought a few of the musical numbers worked.
Yeah.
I thought they did. I wouldn't say move the story along, but just gave us a little bit. But as that increased,
Yeah.
and as there was more and more musical elements, I did start to feel that, okay, we're starting to get in the way of the story.
Yeah.
And what started off as something that I did enjoy started to kind of fizzle out a little bit.
Yeah.
It started to feel like it was getting slow.
Yeah. So at least when I watched the trailers for this movie in the lead up to it, I thought this movie was gonna be more unhinged and exploring Arthur in the Joker sense, not to the extent that the Dark Knight did with Heath Ledger in that version of Joker, but there were scenes in the trailers where I'm like, okay, is Joker and Harley going to be causing mayhem in the streets, not blowing up buildings, but just growing their movement that they had in the first one.
Yeah.
And there's hints of that in where there's that Joker movement and his followers, but it really is a letdown, I think. What do you think of like that whole his movement, or what do you expect, I guess, when you saw the trailers for this movie, I guess?
Honestly, I don't really even remember the trailers that well. I don't know why. It's I know that there was some things that they showed in the trailers that were not in the movie.
Oh yeah.
Parts that looked like they were going in a different direction. And then they edited it,
Yeah.
to make it completely different. Yeah, what was the question?
So like, what your anticipation based off the trailers compared to, or like, what do you think?
Good question. I honestly don't know. I don't know how I would answer that.
Yeah, because it's like, there's a scene where there's like something blows up in the trailers. Yeah. There's Joker and Harley look like they have the old police coming after them, and they look like they're just going crazy. Yeah. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, I would say that aspect of the movie, I guess. I felt like her character.
Yeah.
I felt it was claustrophobic.
Okay.
In a sense that like we're not seeing much outside of her. She just comes and visits him.
Yeah.
In scenes, and there's not much to her other than him.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what I mean? If that makes any sense.
Yeah. It just... Yeah. I feel like they didn't know what they wanted to do with this movie, really. I think, like I said, my out-of-theater reaction, like, what was the endgame or purpose behind this movie? I feel like it wasn't... Whatever it wasn't maybe executed that well, I guess. Okay. Or... So... It just depends, I guess.
Yeah. And we're trying to keep this spoiler-free for the most part, right? Okay. So you liked what you saw kind of in the first half, right?
Yeah.
You were enjoying it.
Yeah.
For me, I thought it felt like it was building to something epic.
Yes.
That's what it felt like.
That's fair.
The cinematography was incredible. The score was great.
Yeah.
The acting, the set, like this movie it was made really well. It's a made well movie. The production value of it's really
$200 million production budget.
Yeah.
For this one.
Yeah. And then where we go to in the second half, for me, did not work at all.
Yeah.
It started to fizzle out, and then towards the end, I was like, okay, that decision that they made in the last 5 minutes of the movie completely killed everything.
Yeah, I think they shot alternate endings of this movie, and I don't even think there was like some video going around where it looked like Joaquin Phoenix was saying during like the premiere or something, or at the very end.
Yeah.
He's like, I didn't even like how it ended, or I didn't like this movie, or something like that.
Yeah, I saw that too. I think that was from the Venice Film Festival.
Yeah.
You really can't really read into that too much, just because we really don't know what they said. People are speculating that he said that he doesn't like the movie, and she's like, really? Why not?
Yeah. But,
yeah, no, that is kind of tricky, right? We really don't know what he said.
It's walking a tightrope there, trying to read lips.
Yeah. So the movie, I said, asks the question, who is Arthur Fleck, right?
Yeah, that's fair what the movie is.
That's kind of what the movie's about.
Yes.
Who is he?
That's
right. We saw what he can do, what he has done, but who is he? Who is he really? Is he this deranged psycho, or is he a victim of mental illness?
Yeah.
And the answer to that question is what ruined the movie.
Okay, I think
for
that's
me
fair.
At least.
Yeah.
And that choice that they made was not for me.
Yeah.
And it's funny because people are demanding their money back from Todd Phillips. Like, he's not giving you your money back, obviously. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, this movie's gonna lose money too.
Yeah. So it made $37 million domestically.
Yeah.
Opening weekend on a $200 million budget.
Yeah.
Marketing, they probably put another $200 million, I would assume.
somewhere close to
Yeah, so they're like what did you say? They needed to make $450 million to break even?
Yes, that's the break-even point, $450 million.
Yeah. The word of mouth really killed this movie.
Absolutely. Like 121 million opening weekend worldwide.
Yeah.
It's not gonna have any legs. It's gonna fall off a cliff on the second weekend.
Yeah, because the audience score on, Rotten Tomatoes,
they're in the 50s and 30s, right?
The audience score I thought was 33%.
That's probably what it is.
I don't know. Let's look right now, actually, live. Joker, Folie à deux.
Should have typed the second one. That would have helped.
Here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes.
It says 63 still. That sounds high.
33% tomato meter from critics. 31% audience score. 31%.
Wow.
Yeah, so most people don't like this movie.
And 33 tomatoes, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, do you think that this movie do you think it's getting panned because of the music elements that they added to it? Do you think it's specifically the end scene that is because of this rating? Like, what do you attribute to, this horrible word of mouth and these reactions?
It's not the very end scene that ruins it for me. It's some stuff right before that. Mm-hmm. But it's like all of the above, like you said.
Yeah.
The musical elements, they're not the end-all be-all of this movie. I feel like the way they went about their conclusion with Arthur Fleck was, for me at least, unsatisfying at best. How they went about it, I think.
Yeah.
And I think that mixed in with, they just didn't know how to close it out well at all. The last maybe 30, 40 minutes is what really hurt this movie. Yeah. More than anything, I think.
Yeah. And I asked my girlfriend what she thought of the movie, and she said it was one of the worst movies she's ever seen in theaters.
Wow.
Yeah. Those are strong words.
Yeah.
And, I believe her, like, the movie midway through, it started to get boring. It fizzled out for me, and then it's a disappointment for sure.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah. So, Devin, I actually forgot to even rate this movie. I did not give it a 1 out of 10, so I had to think about that really quick while you give me your rating.
Okay, so I had my rating before we started, and then I thought about more, and I was like, yeah, I'm being a little too kind, so I dropped it. It's now at a 5.3 for this movie. It's just disappointing. Had promise with the start and everything, the build up around it. It was a 6.4, but then I was like, why is it even that high? It doesn't work. It fizzles out by the end, by the second, third act. 5.3 for me, I think.
5.3. Wow. Okay. If I had to rate it on how well the movie was made, 10.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Now, if I'm rating it with the story connected with that, which that's how you should rate a movie.
Absolutely.
It gets a 3.
No, that's fair. That's completely accurate, I think.
It really, the choice that they made at the end, which, I applaud people that want to do something unexpected and to challenge the audience and to, I guess, to throw a curveball, give something that we're not expecting at all.
Yeah.
I don't think that filmmakers should just give the audience what they want.
Yeah.
Having said that, you can't do what you did and expect everyone to love the movie.
No, that's fair.
I
think, yeah.
So that's why I give it a 3.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 out of 10. All right. On to the next.
On to something better, hopefully.
Yes. And the next segment, trailers of the week.
Yes.
We do this in a see it or pass rating basis. Our first trailer of the week, we have the third trailer, I believe.
Yes, third trailer.
Of Amelia Perez, a Netflix original, but it is going to be released in theaters November 1st, starring Zoe Saldana, Selena Gomez. What did you think of the trailer?
Love this trailer. This is honestly, when I was doing my top 3 most anticipated movies of the year, I probably would have put this on it if it was getting a true theatrical release. Netflix, I believe, actually bought the rights to this movie. I don't think Netflix made it.
Oh, okay.
It's gotten great praise since May. I've been excited about it since then from Cannes. It won awards for Best Actors, which I think they all celebrate together. Zoe Saldana, Selena Gomez, and Carlos Sofia Gascon.
Yeah, I believe it was like an ensemble award.
Yeah. And it also won the award, I believe, for Best Picture or Best Movie at Cannes. I think one of those awards like that.
Okay.
Very highly praised. It's got a musical, cartel, and transgender element to it. Which makes it look extremely interesting, I think.
Yeah.
Each trailer, I feel like, has been unique in giving you something different. It almost feels like 3 different movies with each trailer. I'm really looking forward to this.
I was going to say, so I saw the trailer previous to this one.
Yeah.
Love that trailer.
Yeah.
This trailer didn't really do it for me.
Oh, really?
I don't know. It just was like, doesn't feel as exciting as that last trailer that we saw.
Okay.
So am I going to see the movie? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to pass on the trailer. If I want to watch a trailer, I would just watch the trailer number 2.
I'm definitely going to see this movie when it comes out in theaters before it hits Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's not on my top priority list.
Okay.
Might check it out on Netflix. Who knows?
Okay.
So we have our second movie, Juror number 2, directed by Clint Eastwood.
94 years old.
Yeah.
Still going strong.
They say that directing, or at least I say, directing is a young man's game.
Yeah.
I think we got to, I think that solidified that, having watched Megalopolis.
Yeah.
Like you said, Clint Eastwood is 94. He just directed his, newest movie. He's been kind of pumping these out like every year or so. He's coming out with a movie.
I think I read earlier it was his 41st movie of his career. I think
directing.
Yes.
Wow, that's pretty crazy.
I think so.
So this movie, it stars, some of the best actors working in the business today. Mm-hmm. Nicholas Hoult, who we're going to talk about again in a little bit. J.K. Simmons, Toni Collette is in this movie, and this movie comes out November 1st.
Yes.
Devin, Juror number 2, the trailer. What did you think?
I really like this trailer. I remember hearing about this a while back when it wasn't when there wasn't a trailer out yet, when just the synopsis came out about how this guy who's on a jury who thought, oh wait, I actually committed this crime. And this trailer looked great. It looked intense. Yeah. It was really interesting. I really liked the premise. Like, now that I actually see it in action, I'm actually looking forward to this. I'm definitely going to see this one.
Yeah, so I'm going to see it as well. Okay. This trailer was pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what I call drama.
Yeah.
This is real drama.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I didn't see Clint Eastwood's last 2 films, Richard Jewell and then...
The Mule?
I saw The Mule.
Okay.
But Richard Jewell was his second to last, and then Cry Macho, I think, was his second to last.
I heard a little bit about that. Nothing too special, I think.
Yeah, I think Richard Jewell got some praise.
Oh, okay.
But this Cry Macho, I didn't see.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Juror number 2. I'm gonna see it.
And it's an interesting, unique concept, right? I don't think have you heard of anything like this before?
Like a courtroom drama.
Well, like this kind of concept, I guess, is kind of original, more so. I mean, it's not a full. It's partially courtroom drama, but
yeah, I mean, I would say
which is a shock for Hollywood nowadays. Everything else is like a sequel or something else in a franchise already. It feels like I'm gonna see it. It's looking forward to it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. My most anticipated movie of the year is a little movie called Nosferatu. It's actually going to be a remake of the original 1922 film Nosferatu.
The silent film, too, right?
The silent film, yeah. The first main trailer came out today. Or not today, last week.
Yeah.
Directed by Robert Eggers, who I believe to be the best director of his generation.
Wow.
Yeah. So he's...
Wow.
Those are strong words, but...
High praise.
Yeah. He's a part of these new generation guys. Like he's younger. He's a younger guy. This movie stars Lily Rose Depp, Willem Dafoe, Nicholas Hoult.
Mm-hmm.
Hoult.
I'm going with Hoult. Emma Corrin too.
So many people.
Yes.
What did you think of the trailer?
I thought this was another good trailer. Actually, I don't know if I like this one or the original first one better.
Mm-hmm.
Is this supposed to be about a vampire story too, or am I thinking of some other movie?
Yeah,
it is.
Nosferatu is a
Okay.
vampire.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think it does a good job of teasing that, still not showing that.
Mm-hmm.
It looks Willem Dafoe's like I feel like he's in a movie at least once a year. He's a great actor.
100%. He's in multiple movies every year.
Yeah,
he's in everything.
This is at least his second movie this year that I can think of.
Yeah.
He's great, and yeah, this looks like another good one. It just looks demonic, sick and twisted. Like,
Yeah.
what's with people making these horror movies?
Yeah. No,
Gotta be a little messed up to make a horror movie. Feels
Yeah.
like.
And I don't know if we've talked about it on the show before, but Robert Eggers was born to make this movie.
Okay.
He's been wanting to do this since before he directed his first film in 2015.
Wow.
The Witch.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's been trying to get this off the ground for a while. I believe he directed a stage play of Nosferatu when he was in high school or when he was younger.
Oh, okay.
So I think that this is his passion project. This is his baby,
Okay.
and I believe in his vision,
Mm-hmm.
and I cannot wait. This is gonna be great.
Is Lily Rose Depp is she the lead actress I see in the trailers? That's
Yeah.
her. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Johnny Depp's
Couldn't even
daughter.
tell her. Okay, nice.
Yeah, she looks great. Like, this is gonna be a well acted movie, which all of Robert Eggers' movies are.
Yeah.
There's great performances in all of them, but this one, man, this has got the creeps.
I'm gonna.
I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Who plays Nosferatu?
Oh, it's I forgot.
Alexander Skarsgård.
Oh, okay, that's who it is.
Oh no, not Alexander Skarsgård. His brother, Bill Skarsgård.
Oh, that's who's playing. Okay.
Yeah. So who played Pennywise?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He just loves playing villains then.
Yeah, for real. He's good at it. He's good at
Okay.
being a creep. So yeah, I'm seeing it.
I'll be seeing it too.
Great.
Christmas Day.
Yeah. Christmas Day for sure. All right, so we have our next trailer of the week. We have Baby Girl, starring Nicole Kidman and Harris Dixon, out same day, December 25th.
Yep.
What'd you think of the trailer?
I thought this was another good. This was a good trailer on its own. I thought it's looks like a dynamic struggle, like a love power dynamic.
Yeah, like an erotic thriller. Yeah, this is.
I feel like a million of these movies have been made before, where it's like super high powered person with like a low level, like nobody in comparison.
Yeah.
Like Hollywood's done this film a million times.
Yeah, this looks like it's done well though.
No,
like,
yeah,
this
I agree
looks like it's
completely.
going to be a well-made movie, and
Mhm.
they're posting their festival accolades in the trailer. So
Yeah, it's
I'm
won
sure
some
it's a
awards.
good film.
I think I saw early on, like it's Nicole Kidman's going to be in that Oscar nominated for this. Is what I saw some predictions
Okay.
already saying from some outlets.
Oh wow.
So it sounds like she gives a good performance in it, and it sounds like it'll be an appealing movie. Oh yeah, it's got a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes already
Wow.
from 48 reviews.
Okay. Harris Dixon, he blends into every role he's in.
Okay.
He was in Triangle of Sadness. Loved him in Triangle of Sadness. Then he was in The Iron Claw.
Oh yeah.
Loved him in The Iron Claw. And
Who
then
was
now
he?
he's in this, and
Mhm.
it's like, I feel like he's like three different people in these movies.
Who was he in Iron Claw?
He was the
Was he one of the brothers?
he was the first brother that died.
Oh okay.
Yeah, the one that died of the stomach.
Oh
issue.
okay. Yeah. Okay. Got you.
Yeah, which you didn't even know because he blends right in.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like that's.
Mhm.
I mean, actors are supposed to blend into their character.
Yeah.
But not all of them do it
Mhm.
well.
I didn't recognize him from the trailer. I was like, don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he does it well then.
Mhm.
Our next trailer of the week, we have Companion.
Did we even say if we're seeing Baby Girl? I don't
Oh,
think we did.
sorry. Are we seeing Baby Girl?
I think I'm gonna see it. I think off the trailer it looks good enough. Looks like I mean, seen a million times. The premise sounds like it's been done a million times, but probably worth checking out, especially if it's gonna get Oscar praise.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to get Oscar praise. I just hyped up Harris Dixon.
Yeah.
I don't know if this movie's for me.
Hmm.
I'll have to see. It looks like it's going to be good, but
Yeah.
I'll see it for now.
Okay.
Um,
Back-to-back feature with Nosferatu.
Yeah, exactly. Our next trailer, we have Companion.
Yes.
I didn't write who it's starring. Do you have that note?
It's starring Jack Quaid, Sophie Thatcher,
Yes.
and Lucas Gage.
Great.
So are we gonna continue? Or...
No, you can go
Okay.
for it.
So Jack Quaid, obviously he's great in The Boys. So I think this will be the first time, actually, no, second time that I'm going to be seeing him outside of the boys. He was in Oppenheimer for all of about 30 seconds, I think. I can see you can't even remember him in Oppenheimer. That's how.
Does he just walk by the camera?
I think he's in a scene. I'm not even sure if he talks. He might talk for like.
Jesus.
Wait, I think he has at least one scene where he talks for like 7 seconds.
Why do I not remember this? I've seen Oppenheimer like 3 times.
Yeah, that's how little he's in it.
Wow.
Yeah, so when I remember first knowing about the trailer for the week, I was like, okay, that's probably nothing. And then I watched the trailer finally, and I was like, this looks great. For a teaser trailer, too,
Yeah.
this looks intense, thrilling. It's also labeled as a sci-fi, which I don't really see too much sci-fi elements in this, unless I misread the genre. It said sci-fi.
There is something weird happening with the girl character. Because like how her hand is hovering over the fire, and her hand just catches fire, and she's just like
I think she's
looking
being
into the camera.
I think she's being tortured, and she has to like remain silent, or else it's going to be worse for her. I'm guessing it's something like that.
True. Okay. Yeah.
Because there was also like a taser of sorts I saw in the trailer, and I was like, okay, maybe that's just a real life taser, or maybe that's kind of sci-fi-ish. With a brief moment, it was like this long like black rod, and it had like a blue light on it.
Yeah, like a stun gun taser thing.
So it looks great. I'm actually now excited for this movie based off this trailer. So I'm definitely going to see it. What about you?
I'm going to see it. It kind of looks like one of the movies that I would see, you know, like it's right up my alley. It's horror-ish.
I can see
horror
that, yeah.
adjacent.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, let's bring it on. It looks like fun.
Yeah.
Looks like a bunch of craziness is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So our next trailer, Presence.
Yes.
I didn't write who it's starring. Again, that's my fail. Sometimes I fail on the show notes, guys. All right.
You wouldn't be able to tell him if you watched the trailer because it's starring Lucy Liu. How do you say her last name? Lucy Liu.
No idea.
You've seen this actress before. Lucy Liu, Julia Fox, and Chris Sullivan. And it looks like I watched all 3 trailers because they give basically nothing away.
Directed by Steven Soderbergh.
Yes.
Yeah. And it comes out when?
It comes out January 17th in a limited release, and then a wide release the following week on January 24th.
Yes.
So already great praise with an 89% on Rotten Tomatoes from 55 reviews. Just it's it's shot from the perspective of like a supernatural being, right?
Yeah. So that's what I think is kind of interesting. A movie earlier this year sort of had that same premise, but it was in the
eyes of a murder, right?
Yes, like a Jason type killer.
That was In a Violent Nature, I believe.
In a Violent Nature, that's correct. So seeing, and this is not a trailer actually. This is a teaser.
Well, they've all been teasers. This is the third one.
This is the third teaser. So, but yeah, it doesn't really show us much. It's literally one shot and it just pushes in on the character as she's sleeping in the bed. But I'm there for it.
Yeah, all the trailers I think have done basically what you described. They're just pushing into the house, showing something creepy or giving us that perspective of the creepiness.
I'm going to have to cut.
Yep.
We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be back, right? Just kidding. We do not have a commercial break. But if you would like to sponsor the show, we will be taking offers.
Any and all offers.
Any and all offers, not officers. What's the officer problem? I don't know. I'm just kidding. All right, so
Presence.
I'll
be seeing it. It looks like an interesting, unique concept. Like seeing original concepts now, especially with everything being reused. Like I said earlier, want to see what it has.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it too.
Yeah,
he's done some interesting things in the most recent past. Like he was one of the first filmmakers to shoot a feature film on an iPhone.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, I never saw that film, but it's an interesting choice.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay. I'm sure this is another interesting choice, and I'm sure he'll make a good movie.
Yeah.
Neon's actually distributing it.
Oh, okay.
Which Neon has been my most favorite studio so far. It's this year at least. Like they've been putting out some good stuff.
In recent times, they've been great, especially with their horror. Well, that's what they are, right? Horror.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, not exactly, but mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they've been pretty good this year.
Yeah.
As well.
We have Better Man, a trailer for a movie about the biopic of the British pop star Robbie Williams, coming out January 17th, 2025. What do you think of Better Man?
Okay, so the trailer itself Like, it actually looks entertaining and interesting. But why the hell did he want to be a monkey? Like, what was the purpose of doing this biopic as a monkey?
I'm going to say something.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I have no idea who this guy is. Do you know who Robbie Williams is?
No, but I feel like I should. I think.
Who is he? What songs has he made? And why does he deserve a movie where he's a monkey?
It's a fair point.
Yeah. It says British pop star. We're in the United States, so maybe, maybe that's why we don't know him. I don't know.
Though the people who CGI'd the CGI as a monkey,
Yeah.
it's Weta, I believe is the name of the company. They did the CGI for all the Planet of the Apes movies, so at least the CGI looks good as the monkey. That's the one redeeming part. It's gotten good reviews.
I didn't think the monkey looked all that great in the trailer.
Maybe it'll look better on a screen if we see it, but
Maybe they're not done with the effects.
yeah.
But yeah, it's just like, okay, is the monkey's a pop star? Who cares?
Okay, I'll ask you this: if it was just a person's face and it wasn't the monkey CGI at all, would it look like a better trailer? Or would it be more interesting to you?
No, because I don't care. I have no idea who Robbie Williams is, and I don't care. A biopic about someone I have no idea who the heck. And did it tell us a story? Like, are we gonna learn something, or is it just like, hey, I'm a monkey doing stuff?
I think it's just his life story, but monkeyized for some reason.
Yeah.
Monkey done.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like this monkey business. Yeah. So I'm not seeing it. If you got that hint.
I don't want to. If we need to watch a movie for the week, I'll see it. But I think we'll pass.
But but what also is coming out on the 17th though isn't it Presents Limited?
What?
Or no? Or is it wide?
Presents?
Oh,
Presents Limited. Yeah, on the 17th.
Limited on the 17th.
Yes.
And then this next movie that we're about to talk about is coming out on the 17th. So
yes.
I'm probably gonna skip this. Sorry.
Killing the bear.
Our last trailer of the week.
Yes.
We have to talk about Paddington in Peru. Mm-hmm. Devin, have you seen the Paddington films? And are you going to see this film, having seen the trailer?
No, I haven't seen the Paddington films.
No, I'm just kidding. I haven't seen them either.
I mean, the trailer's like, it's cute, charming, like it's cool and all. Like it's like it got a little laughs, little smile grins at me.
Yeah.
But like it doesn't make me want to go, hey, I need to go watch the previous two, and then like catch up on this. It's not like, it's just for kids completely, and I don't have interest in seeing this movie.
Really? Wow.
I don't think so unless unless the praise is through the roof. Where I'm like, oh, do I need to binge them or just watch this one on its own?
I feel like the praise will be through the roof because that's what it was for the first two.
It probably will be.
I've had Paddington 2 on my list for a while.
Yeah.
Everyone says it's the best animated movie ever. It has 100%,
really?
I think, on Rotten Tomatoes, some crazy percent. So I'm going to get around to the first two films eventually.
Okay.
So I'm sure I'm going to see the third one.
Good luck to you. I'll be in Presents in that time.
You're going to be in prison?
Presents. I'll be watching Presents.
I was like, you're in prison? What'd you do?
I don't think I have any plans to go to prison. No. We're doing this show in January too.
All right. So that concludes our trailers of the week. On to our next and final segment. Mm-hmm. Is opening this week. What movies are opening this week, Devin?
All right. Starting us off Saturday.
Or do you want to actually list it off, or do you want me to? Actually,
just
can
go.
I?
Yes, go on, please.
Because I'm going to introduce these films in a different way than I've been normally doing it.
Okay.
So here we go. At 11:30 p.m. on October 11th, 1975, a ferocious troupe of young comedians and writers changed television forever. Find out what happened behind the scenes of the 90 minutes leading up to the first broadcast of Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live. Are you seeing it, or are you going to pass?
I remember when I first heard the concept for this film, I thought, this is not interesting. I don't have any interest in it. I like Saturday Night Live, like just in general watching now from time to time. It's coming up on its 50th anniversary. But once the first trailer for this movie came out, I was like, oh, I'm going to be there right away. It's chaotic. It's rambunctious. Just an absolute nightmare, unmitigated disaster throughout.
Yeah.
For the whole hour and 49 minutes. It looks nothing but chaos. I think I already said that. It's just Lorne Michaels trying to get his whole team together to make some show that should probably never even happened. And it looks awesome. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be there for it.
Yeah, same.
Weekend.
I want to see this movie really bad. It's in my top 5 most anticipated of the year. The cast looks stacked, and it's something that I'm interested in. I love comedians, shooting the shit, So it looks like it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
So we're both seeing it.
Yes.
If I can get around to it, I do have a lot of stuff that I need to get into next week, but I'm gonna try. Okay, so our next film,
Yes.
Art the Clown, is set to unleash chaos on unsuspecting residents of Miles County as they peacefully drift off to sleep Christmas Eve. Terrifier 3. Devin, are you seeing Terrifier 3 or are you going to pass?
Yes, I'm gonna see Terrifier 3. I have some homework I need to do this week quickly, and seeing his origin story, and Terrifier 2, both extremely low budget films. First one being a budget of only $35,000 and making $416,000. The second one, budget of $250,000 and then making $15.3 million. This third one got a budget of $2 million. I saw some early tracking numbers having this one already making 4 to 8 opening weekend or 5 to 10.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, so it looks like it's got potential.
Yeah.
This one looks like another absolute bloodbath. They say the opening scene is absolutely crazy.
Nice.
And I don't know if they're over-exaggerating this, but in like a test screening or something, 9 people walked out during that opening scene. Yeah. 1 person threw up.
I feel like these are people paid by the marketing team to like get the word out. If this is legit, this word of mouth reaction is what made me want to see the second one.
Yes.
And the second one is really what kind of brought this franchise to, I guess, the forefront of, horror culture, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm going to see it. Yeah. I'm sold.
I don't know if I should be like excited or concerned about this opening scene, saying with everything I'm hearing about it.
Be concerned.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
And they say they already have plans for a 4th Terrifier, so we'll see how that goes.
Great. And our last film.
Wait, no, we got one more after this, right?
Oh, sorry, I skipped one. Okay. The story of how a young Donald Trump started his real estate business in 1970s and 80s New York with the helping hand of an infamous lawyer, Roy Cohn. Are you seeing The Apprentice?
No. It's starring Sebastian Stan.
Yeah. He's
a great actor. This movie's had a lot of controversies. It's premiered at Cannes, and then no studio wanted to pick it up for a while. So it's struggled for a lot of reasons, for a lot of what's in it, what's not in it, a lot of controversies outside of it. It was a decent trailer. I didn't think it was bad. It looks like it could be interesting. Only really seen one trailer a month before the movie. It sounds like they're just trying to throw the movie out there a bit. But Sebastian Stan, he said he really believed in the project, really wanted to do it. And he's promoting it. He went on Kimmel. So it's not for me. I think I'm going to enjoy Saturday Night and Terrifier. And I think I'll pass on this one.
It looks like a well-made movie.
Yeah.
Am I rushing out of the theater to see it? No, not necessarily.
Rushing out of the theater to see it?
Rushing out to the theater.
Oh, okay.
Not rushing out of the theater. Okay. I don't know. Did I say out of the theater?
Yes.
Anyways.
Sorry. Please.
If I get around to it eventually, I'll want to catch this.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it doesn't have my ticket opening weekend.
Okay.
Yeah. And now the final one.
Yes.
Piece by Piece is an unparalleled motion picture experience that captures the magic and brilliance of Pharrell Williams' creative genius. One Lego brick at a time. Uninterested in making a traditional film about his life, Pharrell set out to tell his story in a way that would set audiences' imaginations free. Developed from his singular vision, piece by piece, defies genres and expectations to transport audiences into a Lego world where anything is possible. Devin, are you seeing piece by piece?
Well, that was a fantastic intro for this movie.
Thank you.
With all of these ones, they've been great. Piece by piece, why is every star making like a movie of themselves in like some unorthodox way? Why can't they just like sit? Are they just trying to like sit in a chair in your living room? Just instead you gotta, like The Last Dance, instead you gotta make like a Lego movie to like sell tickets to kids. Like, I grew up with Legos. I love them, but why? It looks like it could be fun. It's got a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes already from 29 reviews. Like, I guess he wanted to sell tickets to kids, pretty much. I'm not rushing out to see this movie, but it, like, bravo to him. It looks like it could be fun.
Yeah. What the hell is this? From the creative genius, Pharrell Williams, a Lego movie. Like, who cares? I don't.
Between this and the Robbie Williams movie, why?
Yeah, what? Who cares about this?
What is this new trend?
What? He made some songs. Just make songs.
Why is everyone doing a documentary when they're in like their 40s too, right? Why can't you be like on the doorstep of
I don't know.
death before making a
I
documentary?
don't want to be a hater, but I'm hating this. Like, that's what we're spending our money on, studios? Hey, let's make a Lego movie with Pharrell, and he's important.
They have faith. I wonder what they made this for, because I think they have to think that this could do well and sell like a horror movie. Where
I
it's
have a
made
feeling it's gonna freaking bomb. It's gonna drop like the little submarine at the Titanic. It's gonna. I think it's going to implode and then just sink to the bottom.
Budget of piece.
And that's
by
just
piece,
me
right?
making fun of it, by the way. I don't know if that'll actually happen.
What's the budget for this movie?
It's $100 million probably.
Is it? I can't.
It's probably more.
I can't even.
They're probably not even telling us because they don't.
Yeah.
They're ashamed of how much they're gonna blow.
No, I can't even find it. It's not worth finding.
Okay, Devin. So are you? And
No.
you know what? I was telling my girlfriend about this. Like, why? Who asked for this?
Yeah.
And I think she gave me a little pushback. Like, why? You don't think this is cool?
No, it's not. No.
No.
For what reason?
Yeah.
For what reason? Kids will see in previews and go, "Let's go watch a Lego movie." Like, no, I can't find the budget. No, they don't want to tell. They don't want to say how much money they're about to lose on this movie. I think.
Yeah.
So
you're not seeing it?
No, we're not seeing it. You're not seeing it either, right? No.
Yeah, no, I'm not seeing it. Yeah.
No.
If I want some Pharrell in my life, I'll just
Play happy.
play happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put on a song.
Yeah.
I don't need to see him
This
in a
doesn't
movie
make me
theater
happy,
in
no.
an animated form.
No.
All right. Well, that concludes our show for the day.
Yep.
Devin. What are your thoughts? Any closing thoughts before we shut out the show?
So for this coming week, I'll have an out of theater reaction for Saturday Night and Terrifier. I think that's about it. I think that'll do it for the show, Rob.
Great. All right. So if you are not, our light just went out. Perfect timing. That's the world telling us we're cutting. Yeah. So make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys like this video if you do like it, genuinely like it.
Please.
Yeah.